Gathered up in Purell or...
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Yes.
Well, it's season 9.
It's season 9.
I'm sorry, season 9.
But that's okay. That's all right.
But there will be a 10.
There will be a 10.
yes.
I
think so.
I got nervous that you recast it and you already shot it without it.
We're not. I wouldn't. We're not above it.
I know. That's why I got so nervous.
Yeah. I would consider it. Is that something you'd be?
That's not what they're asking.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I'm not okay with it.
All right.
Danny does get really, really slathered up in Purell.
Yeah, we're doing an episode this year where there's a flu scare in Philadelphia, and of course, in great sunny fashion, we take things
Way
way
too
too
far.
seriously.
Yeah. We
And
quarantine ourselves.
we quarantine ourselves in the bar because we're worried because we're preparing to audition
For Boys to Men.
to sing to open for Boys to Men
Right.
as an a cappella group.
The flu would really ruin our vocal cords.
Explain this episode.
I know. This is going downhill.
It's really strange. Yeah, so we quarantine ourselves so that we can't get sick because we're worried that if we get sick, we won't be able to sing for Boys to Men. That is our show.
Look, we just wanted to be able to sing a Boys to Men song, so we made an episode about it.
Which song?
Can we start?
Yeah, Motown Philly.
What else? Yeah.
Kaitlin, obviously the gang likes to rile you throughout the show. I'm curious if you actually come up with some of the stuff, or is it that you just walk in and they just basically say, we're going to say this to you today?
I don't come up with anything. I mean, maybe insofar as I'm constantly hurting myself in real life, so then they'll make fun of that, or things like that. But no, I can't take any credit, and I love it. I'm so surprised when people ask me, like, oh, sometimes when you read what you have to do, or you like upset. Those are the ones that's why I signed up.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
The episode we're screening today, I'm really excited about it because it's called The Gang Broke D, and it's about that exactly.
Yeah.
It's about that exact same thing. So we realize at the very beginning of the episode, she's acting very depressed. She's eating old cake. She's smoking a cigarette. She's drinking a pint of whiskey.
Old
We realize,
cake?
you're eating old cake. And we realize, we see what's happening here. Like we broke her, and she's no fun anymore because she doesn't fight back. She's broken. We need to fix her, and so that's what the episode's about. And I'm very excited for everyone to see it. It's great.
And then also I wanted to ask you about, because some of your monologues are some of the best things on the show, like the hammer of Thor in the hospital is one of the funniest things. Somewhat along the same lines, are you the one who comes up with that, or do you get ideas from other people on the show? Or?
I don't know how my character's monologuing began, but I guess it's because my character... Well, really, it's me in real life in some ways. Like, I get so angry about things, that I'll just rant about something, and then we'll end up putting it in a script. But I don't know. Sometimes it's me, but a lot of times, if it's an episode that I didn't start writing, and the guys start writing, they'll come up like the implication. That whole implication monologue. Like, I didn't write that episode with them. And I came in one day and they were so excited.
Yeah.
They were like, "We wrote this thing for you."
Oh, it's great. You're a rapist.
It's great. You're basically
You're gonna love this.
It's hilarious. And it is hilarious. So I don't know. It's a little bit of both.
That's the great thing. One of the things I love about Rob is he loves writing for other people.
Yeah.
He really loves paying
does Charlie.
attention. Yeah, Charlie too. I just live with Rob, so that's I guess my
Right.
But he definitely pays attention to things that he finds funny, and he loves going and taking that and heightening it and writing about it. And
Yeah.
I feel like they're all really good at that.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's significant because we are the writers and the actors. It is. You would
important
think
to-
that it's tempting to be like, well, it's more important for me to make sure my character's
Right.
funny.
Yeah.
And I think initially, if any of us was better about making sure that wasn't the focus, it was probably Rob. Making sure that everybody got there.
I think he sees himself as more of a writer than an actor.
Yeah,
That might
he
be where
does.
that comes from. But yeah, no, they're all really good.
Thanks.
Yeah. They're all good. They're all really good. You write that down. That's great. It's,
Yeah, get that.
Eloquent.
You got that?
It's on film.
yeah.
They're all really good.
Yeah. And then she
Exclamation
said it
point.
3 times in a row because she couldn't think of anything else to say.
Did you guys get shot down for anything this season? Because I mean, you guys always push the envelope for what you do on the show. I think it's one of the shows that's out there, but in a good way.
You know, I don't think we have not been shot down
Ever.
We got shot. Well, we got a little bit shot down in the first season because we wanted that episode. Charlie got molested. That was originally about the person who was being accused of, but ended up not molesting anybody, was a priest in the original episode. And it being the first season, and FX not really knowing what the show was, or certainly what people's reaction was going to be. Understandably, they were a little like, if we do this about a priest, you know, we fought them. I mean, we almost quit the show. We literally were like, this is the show. You got to be fucking kidding me. Like, it's about the priest. And the thing is, like, we were so mad because the priest didn't even do it. In the episode, the priest didn't do anything wrong. It's all our characters making stuff up.
That's the whole point of
That's the
the
whole
show.
point. So what we thought was so great about it was that the obvious joke would be that it's an edgy show, so some priest molested people and blah, blah, blah. But with our show, we thought the joke was great because the priest didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And so in our way, we're like, no, we're validating the Catholic Church, if anything, by saying they didn't do anything wrong. And the assumption that they're all rapists is a wrong assumption to make. But they really insisted that we try something different, which is why we changed it to the gym coach, which ended up being funny too, which is why we didn't end up quitting the show. That and the fact that we wanted to have a job,
Some money and a job.
But that's it. We've never been shot down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's too early to ask this question, and maybe there hasn't been that much difference, but now that you're on a new network, which is kind of, the demo is a little bit different in terms of the focus, and has there been any word from the network executives in terms of, you're going to be sort of like the anchor show for this new network, and I'm wondering what kind of feedback have you heard from the network in terms of how this show will fit into the landscape of this new.
Well, I know that it certainly doesn't affect how we produce the show. The show is what it is at this point, and they've never asked us to make any adjustments, certainly for the audience. The truth is, I don't know that they really know what's going to happen, and I know we certainly don't know, and I really, to be honest with you, I'm not really concerned myself with it. I just want to make a great show. And I know that we're going to be in 80% of the homes that FX is already in, and then from there, it'll grow from there. We're still going to be in more homes than FX was in when FX first started doing The Shield. So we're going to be in a lot of places, and I know people are asking, well, I don't have this channel, so where is it? And they're launching the channel 2 days before our show launches.
Yeah,
so
nobody has it yet.
Nobody
so
has it. Yes.
It's replacing like Fox Soccer.
That I don't know. I've heard that, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that's what this really said. Anyway,
If they're gonna have us be ambassadors for like a new network, I want to wear like cloaks.
An ambassador outfit?
I'm imagining that's like a staff and a cloak, maybe some sort of a crown.
That's a good idea. I'll bring that up to. I think that's a great idea.
To publicity or to
I
John
think
Landgraf
that's
or yeah.
I
would like-
genuinely think that's really funny.
Of course it is. And that's what I'll
Just
do.
show up to Comic-Con as ambassadors. Why are you dressed like ambassadors?
I'm an ambassador
Because I am an ambassador to a whole
for
new
a
network.
brand new network.
would've been
We
a
added
good
an
idea.
X.
I wish you'd thought of that before.
Yeah. Well.
there are less humiliating outfits out there, so.
Certainly, yeah.
Is there anything specifically coming up with each of your characters? I know Dee's going to get more into her acting career. at least
Yeah,
in
that's
one
really
episode.
exciting. Yeah.
And I'm not sure about your character. What's he up to this year?
What am I getting into this year?
I just love. I don't remember anything you've done. I'm paying mostly attention to myself and what I find funny for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the thing that is really, really getting me about the Dennis character and just keeps getting maybe creepier and creepier
Right.
and creepier as the years go on. And like, wait, what did they just say? Like, definitely Dennis is absolutely, without a doubt, a sociopath. And maybe a murder rapist, but maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll probably. Who knows if we'll ever answer that question? I kind of hope not. But
No, I hope not, for sure. But I just love like what keeps kind of popping up in episodes. It's just sort of like thrown away. Like, what did they say?
Well, yeah.
What did they say you did?
Well, there's definitely. We're doing an episode where you end up seeing each character's fantasy of what they would do.
Right. Oh yeah.
We're doing an episode where we're all in a convenience store at the beginning, and it gets robbed, and the question is posed like we're in this convenience store stuck in here with this guy with a gun.
Hiding.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes into each person's fantasy about what they would do
If they were to
save the day or whatever. The episode's called "The Gang Saves the Day."
That's a really fun one.
And yeah, we get into some pretty interesting territory there. It's a big swing. It's a big swing. I'll say that.
It's ridiculous, but it's great because you definitely get a bigger insight to all of the characters.
Psyche of the characters.
Yeah.
They're sort of like what goes on in their heads. Like if they had a fantasy life, that's what this would be.
Yeah.
And as far as the Dennis character goes, it's a little questionable. It's a little questionable.
It seems like in the past couple seasons, and I know specifically I'm thinking of the episode where you give birth, where you bring a lot of characters back from previous seasons as I guess maybe a way to kind of reward the fans who've been watching for so long. Can you talk a bit about that, and is there going to be any more of that this upcoming season with some of the older, kind of random characters coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a Thanksgiving episode this year where some of your faves come back, the McPoyles, and Gail the Snail.
Gail the Snail, who is one of our favorite characters and the fans' favorite characters.
She's awesome.
Only been in one episode, but she's kind of become like this iconic character. Mary Lynn's just so funny, amazing. But it's great to have her back. It's basically the concept for the episode is we realize that we've got too many beefs in town, and we need to. And it's like affecting our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the Pilgrims and the Indians, we take Thanksgiving as an opportunity to squash our beef. And so we invite all the people we have beef with in the city of Philadelphia over to a giant Thanksgiving dinner.
That sounds awesome.
So that our lives are better because it's starting to affect our quality of life
Uh-huh.
around town.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah.
This Gail the Snail works at a convenience store, and she won't go to the convenience store anymore, and so the convenience store is not convenient anymore.
Yeah, it's not
takes
convenient.
the convenience out of it.
I gotta fix that.
So we got to fix that. We're trying to rent a video, and the McPoyles own the video store, and so we can't rent a video. And it's a whole thing. We're like, we gotta squash
We gotta
it.
fix this.
We gotta squash it. So it's a good one.
Great. Thank you guys so much. It was great to meet you. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
And we're gonna go back to